because it's.
Okay. Everyone, we're ready? Yes. Okay, everybody. Let us call this meeting to order. This is the Children's Services Council of Leon final term hearing. This is our final term hearing. Today's date is December 15th. The time is now, Ms. Cummings, you're calling me. I don't know if you realize that. But the time is now 6:09 p.m. All right, thank you so very much. I am asking all audience members, if you would like to make a comment, please complete a comment card so that we can have opportunities for your comments throughout the meeting. With that, Ms. Clay, will you please take the roll call?
Judge Miller.
Here.
Mr. O'Brien. Ms. McFadden.
Here.
Mr. Jones. Mr. Hannah.
Here.
Commissioner Cummings.
Here.
Ms. Connor. Mr. Mitchell.
Here.
Mr. Watts.
Here.
Dr. Williams.
Here.
You have a quorum.
All right, we do have a quorum. Thank you all so very much for being here. Now it's time for us to approve the agenda. So I hope you all have had an opportunity to look at the agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda? Okay, we have an approval by Ms. Commissioner Cummings. We have a second from Mr. Mitchell. So the agenda is now approved. Thank you all. All right, it is now time for the TRIP overview and public reading. So bear with me as I read through this. Truth in Village, or TRIP, engages taxpayers and the public in the process by which local taxing authorities determine the amount of ad valorem property taxes they are requesting to fund their next year's budget. On December 29, 2022, the Florida Department of Revenue Property Tax Oversight notified CSC Leon staff of errors in the published TRIP advertisement and the budget summary. As such, to comply with the opportunity to remedy these errors, CSC Leon re-advertised both the tentative millage rate and the budget summary on Monday, December the 12th, 2022. Additionally, the remedy requires that CSC Leon rehold the final TRIP hearing. Therefore, in accordance with Title 14, Chapter 200, Section 001, subsection 4A and B of the Florida statutes, which governs the TRIP process, today will serve as the final public hearing for this council to approve the millage rate to levy the ad valorem taxes in fiscal year 2022-23. This TRIP public hearing is being held by the Children's Services Council of Leon County, or CSC Leon, an independent special district established and governed by Section 125.901 Florida statutes and the Leon County Ordinance 2018-3. The millage increases, the percentage increase in millage over the rollback rate of 0.3482 needed to fund the budget for fiscal year 2022-2023 is 7.70%, which will be an increase of $650,290.33 in ad valorem tax revenues from current year. The tentative millage rate CSC Leon is requesting is 0.375 mil, which is the same millage rate as approved for current year 2021-22. At today's public hearing, CSC Leon intends to re-adopt our final millage rate of 0.375 mil and fiscal year 2022-23 budget. So with that being done, it is time for us to do the resolution. Is it time? Okay, well, yes, it's time for the resolution to set the fiscal year 2022-23 final millage rate. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Rowe.
Thank you, Madam Chair. The Governing Council has before it resolution number 2022-23, a resolution of the Children's Services Council of Leon County readopting and reapproving the final millage rate for ad valorem tax revenue for fiscal year 2022-23 at the rate of 0.3750 mils and providing an effective date.
Thank you very much. All right, it is now time for public comment. Ms. Clay, do we have any public comment?
Public comment at this time.
Okay. All right, so now it's time for us to consider the approval of this resolution. So do we have a motion to approve the resolution
Madam Chair, I move approval of resolution number 2022-11 of Children's Services.
All right, and do we have a second?
I will second that.
All right, we have a motion and we have a second. You have a comment?
So it's -11, it's not -20.
Correct. Oh, I'm sorry, did I get the number wrong? It's all right.
You did the fiscal year, not the,
Oh,
All right.
No worries. Thank
do
you.
I need to
Yeah,
amend that?
no, ma'am, you did it right.
Yes.
leave it
Mr.
to
Rowe.
the attorney.
If I may.
Yeah.
I just want to point out for Judge Miller's benefit, I'm certain he is aware, but the judge is not allowed by statute to participate in discussions regarding the military or the vote.
All right, thank you for the reminder. Thank you very much.
But he can vote in the next,
On the budget.
the next,
On
on
the
the
budget,
budget.
next one, correct. Okay. So with that, Ms. Clay, I'm gonna ask you to do a roll call vote, please.
Mr. O'Brien, Ms. McFadden,
Yes.
Mr. Jones, Mr. Hannah,
Yes.
Commissioner Cummings,
Yes.
Ms. Connor, Mr. Mitchell,
Yes.
Mr. Watts,
Yes.
Dr. Glenn.
Yes. So with that, this resolution has passed.
I was
So,
just gonna say, just let me know, because I abstain.
okay. Thank you very much. All right, it's now time for the resolution to set for fiscal year 2022-23, the final budget. With that, Mr. Rowe, I'm going to turn that back over to you.
12. Or 24, whichever. Thank you, Madam Chair. The council has before it for consideration resolution number 2022-12. A resolution of the Children's Services Council of Leon County reapproving and readopting the final budget for fiscal year 2022-23 and providing an effective date.
All right, thank you so very much. So is there any discussion regarding the final fiscal year 2022-23 budget?
Well, public comment.
Public comment.
Well, it's, okay, now we go to public, is there any discussion? Then we go to public comment. Any discussion now? Okay, now it's time for public comment. Ms. Clay?
There is no public
There's no
comment.
public comment, okay. So now it's time for us to consider to approve the resolution. So is there a motion to approve this resolution?
Madam Chair, I would move resolution 2022-12, adopting the fiscal year 2022-23 budget.
Thank you. All right, we have a motion, we have a second. Ms. Clay, will you please call the roll for a vote?
Ms. McFadden,
Yes.
Mr. Hannah,
Yes.
Commissioner Cummings,
Yes.
Mr. Mitchell,
Yes.
Mr. Watts,
Yes.
Dr. Glenn.
Yes. So with that, the motion has passed. Oh,
Okay.
Judge Miller can vote on
I'm sorry.
Judge Miller.
I apologize for that.
I was right, glad to make sure.
Thank you so much. Okay, so with Judge Miller's addition, then this resolution has passed. So thank you all so very much. Okay, it is now time for any member comments before we conclude. Any additional comments? Everybody's good? All right, guys,